Hello everyone. This video is going to show you how to build a floor plan model in Sketchup using a drawing from AutoCAD. Now, could we build a model of a building without AutoCAD? Yes, we could, but this video is going to show you how simple it is to trace a pre-existing drawing and how to build up those walls in Sketchup. So here's my AutoCAD drawing. It's all ready to go. I've got everything drawn in that I need. Walls, doors, windows. I even have casework and I have plumbing. I don't need furniture because furniture we can find on websites to bring in. We just really need to build the model of the plan itself. Once your CAD drawing is all ready to go, make sure that you save this file somewhere that you can remember. And once you do, then what we're going to do is go to SketchUp and we're going to start a new architectural drawing. Now, SketchUp is a unique design software in that it recognizes the actual AutoCAD file itself. That's a DWG file. So you don't have to go make a PDF in AutoCAD first and then input it into SketchUp, kind of like you do with Photoshop and Illustrator. Nope. So all you have to do is import the actual AutoCAD file. So to do that, we're going to go up to the File, and we're going to go to Import. This window is going to pop up, and all SketchUp is asking you to do is go ahead and find where you saved that CAD plan. You can use the scroll bar up here at the top if you need to, if you're on a PC, but mine is already located right here, so I'm just going to click on it, and then I'm going to click Import. Now what happens once you hit Import is this little box called Import Results comes up. And all it's doing is telling you what imported and what did not import. So all the lines and entities that we drew in AutoCAD did import. It's just kind of letting you know if there were any blocks that got ignored. So if you have blocks in AutoCAD, they're not going to import. So go ahead and click Close. And what you'll see is that the AutoCAD plan came into SketchUp, and it fits very snugly with the green and the red axes. Now if you click on this plan, you'll notice that it turned blue. That indicates that SketchUp has gone ahead and created either a group or a component. If I right-click on that blue plan, you'll see that it shows me that it actually created a component, which is just fine for our purposes. The one thing I do want to do while I'm here is go ahead and choose Lock. I don't want to accidentally move this floor plan or change it in any way, so by choosing Lock, the plan turns red, and that indicates that I can't make any changes, nor can I move it from its current position. And now it's ready to be modeled on top of. So we have two goals. The first goal is to create a floor using the perimeter of the building, and then once we have the floor created, then we're going to go ahead and create walls. So to create a floor, I'm going to use the pencil tool, and I'm going to click in the corner of this building. Make sure you don't click on the outside perimeter. We're looking at the actual building itself. You'll notice when you hover your mouse that you get a purple circle, and that's what we're looking for. So once you see that purple circle, click to start the line command. It's very similar to how it works in AutoCAD, and you can see that I'm drawing in red. When you draw in red, it just means that you're drawing parallel to the red axes, which is what we want. Now we're drawing the floor. We're not worried about doors or windows right now. So just draw right through doors and draw right on top of windows. Go all the way to the far corner of the building, find that purple circle, and click to place it. And you'll see a black line kind of drew there. Go ahead and do that for the other corners of the building. So purple circle, sometimes they're green, and that's okay. Purple. And we're going to end right where we started. And when I click where we started, you'll notice that the shape of the building filled in. We call this fill a face, and this is exactly what we were looking for. The next step is to make our exterior walls have a thickness and also raise them up from the floor. So to give them a thickness, I'm going to use the offset command, very similar to how we work in AutoCAD. Offset. I'm going to come here to this doorway. I'm going to get a little closer so that you can see this well. And do you see how when I hover my mouse over the line edge of this building, I get a red circle, and when I stop, it says on edge. That's what we're going for. So click once you see that red square, and you'll see that it starts the offset command, and it kind of clones that perimeter, but the perimeter changes sizes depending on how far away you go from that original click. I'm going to hover over this interior corner of the doorway, making sure I get that purple circle, and then I'm going to click. And what that does is it separates the floor from the walls. And if I pull back, you'll see that all of your exterior walls highlight when you move your mouse over it. You can tell it's highlighting because it's got those little tiny dots. So once you can see that there's a separation, now it's time to raise those walls up off the floor. So I'm going to use my push-pull tool. I'm going to click and drag upwards for my walls. I'm going to drop it because SketchUp is kind of smart. When I drop an object that I'm extruding, I can type 9 apostrophe for 9 feet, and SketchUp is so smart that it knows I mean to raise these walls from the floor line up 9 feet. So when I hit enter on the keyboard, you'll see that it did indeed raise these walls up 9 feet. So just to demonstrate that, I'm going to hit Control Z. I have the push-pull tool, and you can see that my walls have separated from my floor. I simply hover over the floor, raise it up just a little bit, type 9 feet, and there's the walls. Now, do you notice how this floor is kind of a bluish gray color? When you draw an object, it has a face, and usually that face is actually white in color. But every once in a while, that face gets inversed, and the backside shows up. And it's good manners to have the correct side show up. So we're going to go ahead and grab the black arrow over here in the toolbox. We're going to click once on that floor face. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to choose reverse faces. And when I do that, they kind of flip. So the blue is now on the bottom and the white is on top. It's just like I said, I don't really know why, but it's always just good manners to have the right side, and in this case it's the white side, show on the surface of your model. I'm going to click off so that I deselect that floor. And now we're going to repeat the same steps for the interior walls that we did for the exterior walls. So I'm going to come in here and focus on this little cute space right here. I'm going to grab the pencil tool, and I'm going to draw starting here in this corner. Now if you hover, you'll notice that you can kind of snap to a lot of different places, but I'm trying to make sure I get that corner. And I know I get that corner where that wall meets the floor when I see that purple circle. So remember, we're always trying to find those stinking purple circles. So click when you see that purple circle. That means you've started the line command, and then trace. Remember, we're not here to put in doors yet. We're just doing walls. So continue until you hit the wall. Make sure that you got that purple circle. Purple circle, make sure that you continue to draw and see how it's red. That means I'm drawing perfectly on the red axis, or parallel to it, I should say. And then we're going to end it back here. Now I don't need to retrace where the wall and the floor meet because that kind of already creates a boundary. SketchUp, like I said, it's kind of smart, so it knows that there's a boundary there. I'm going to grab my push-pull tool just to make sure that I separated the floor, wall, floor. Floor, wall, floor. So once you know your wall has been separated, you're going to click and drag it up, drop it like it's hot, and then type 9 foot. And then you'll see that it brings those interior walls straight up, and they are meeting the exterior wall. Now we like to have married walls in our floor plan. We don't like divorces, which is kind of what's happening here. It creates this little line and it divides the interior from the exterior. And you know how I feel about there being divisions between walls. And why is that? Because we have spiders living in these walls and they want to see their other spider families. So grab that pink eraser. Come over here and click on those little lines, and you'll see that your walls marry, and you'll see the happy spider reunions. There we go. So now we have it. So let's repeat this. We're going to do that over here. I'm going to click the pencil tool, and I'm going to start over here in this corner, and I'm just going to draw. See how I got a green line? That just means I'm perfectly parallel, which is exactly what I want. Just keep kind of tracing over here. And I'm then coming to the inside, and I'm ending all the way back over here. Grab that push-pull tool. Make sure that your floor's separated from your walls. Once they do, we're going to raise those walls up. Type 9 feet, enter, and then we're going to reunite our spider families. And we have nice little marriages of our walls. Isn't that precious? So that is how you can import an AutoCAD file. You can draw in your floors, and you can raise up your exterior and interior walls.